morning. Does anyone other than me see a similarity in my hair to a certain emoji? Okay. Well, it is what it is. Give me just a second. I have got to put some moisturizer on my lips. There's a certain moisturizer I see every single day that I don't use, that I want to use. So give me a second. It's called Bye Bye Essential Oil Lip Mask. Okay, does anybody know how to get into it? So I've never tried this, so I'm going to try it. Feels good right now. Don't know what you're supposed to do with it, other than put it on your lips and enjoy that. So today I'm going to just do like my normal, simple, everyday eye look that is just natural, yet I really enjoy it. This look is simple and elegant because it gives you a little bit of color on those lids without much effort, without much time that you have to put into it. However, it still looks like that you did something. But I want to show you how just universal you can make this look regardless of the palette that you use. So I'm just tapping off the excess powder that I have on my lids because they're so oily. I have to bake them for a little bit. But here's Jaclyn Hill's and Morphe's palettes that she did. Now in this palette, that is very disgusting and dirty, you can use these colors. The colors that I use for this look is, they don't always have to be the same. Like if I'm feeling a little pink, I reach for my Urban Decay Naked palette that has these shades. Did you hear that? Shades? Okay. These shades. I love this one. But I guess the way I look at it is you look at your lightest, whatever palette you have, look at your lightest one, your most nude, your khaki colors, okay? Those are the colors that you will use as a transitional shade, and then that's all the shade you use, unless if you want to top it with a shimmer. For example, if I was feeling sassy, I would pick up my Queuing Beauty palette. I think that's how you pronounce that. And in this palette, I would probably go with one of these colors up here. Now, if I was feeling really sassy, I might go with, you know, one of these deeper browns, but I would stay with my lightest colors, which would be here or here. So, let's start. I'm going to reach into my Makeup Revolution palette. Once again, y'all have seen me do this look a couple of times. This is Makeup Revolution, and it has that Makeup Revolution London on it. So it's a 32-piece eyeshadow palette. I am using the color Pioneer, and then I will use the shimmer color Gala. That's pretty much all I use, okay? So let's get started. Now, let's talk about brushes. You're gonna try to find your biggest fluffy brush. This is Jaclyn Hill and Morphe's JH32 brush, okay? But I also have this Morphe brush that if I had really large lid area, such as, and I'm not making fun of, I try not to disrespect our leaders. I'm just making a point. Nancy Pelosi has some eyelid, forehead area that she needs to cover. So she could easily go in with this big fluffy brush. If you have smaller, here once again is another type of fluffy brush. Okay? It just needs to be a big fluffy brush. It doesn't, there's no particular brush you have to get. So I'm going to just pick up some product and I'm going to put it in that transitional shade, or transitional area. So where is that? That transitional area is going to be from your upper lid to your lower lid. So right in this area. Now, I sometimes, just because it happens, I put it right in the center, okay? Right here, right at the, where my eyeball can be, I could draw a line and form my eyeball. But if I was going to apply multi-layers of shadow, I would try to do it a little bit above that area, right in this area. I just try real hard not to get it down here, okay? But this whole area, I leave space between the brow and that, not a lot of space, just like a little bit of space. Some people like to go in and put like a white or a cream color, an off-white color right there and give that little brow bone a pop of color, you know, like not a pop of color, but a pop, you know, where it really stands out. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Normally, I don't. This is normally it, this one color right here. And so what you do is you start applying it side to side. Windshield wiper moves, just side to side. Now hold your brush down here. If you hold it up here, you have more pressure and you're applying more product. I like a lot of product, so if you like a lot of product, fine. There's no rules in makeup. It's just hints and tips to achieve the look you want. So once again, just some windshield wiping moves. Now, once you kind of get it applied, then go back and do a little bit of circular moves. Just all it is putting it in a flawless manner, blending it to where it looks like you don't miss anything. There's no choppiness to it. Okay? Then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. And just real slowly putting windshield wiper motions going on. And I keep dipping and picking. Now, some people, you're more better makeup artists out there, would be tapping the excess off of their brush each time they dip in. I don't do that. I want that depth. I do. I want the deep, rich colors. My skin absorbs colors real quick. I guess it's all the oils that are in my skin. And so the fallout, as you can see, I have some excess powder. That's not actually for that purpose, but it could be for you. That if you just kind of tap on some powder pretty heavy, that fallout will brush right on off. For me, it's because I have a lot of oil and my mascara will transfer down to down here, and I'll look like a raccoon, and nobody wants that to happen, especially me. Okay, so here I go, windshield wiping and doing my little circular motions. And another tip, okay, so here's your eyelid and here's your brush. Don't put pressure on that brush, okay? Real lightly, and we'll do the trick. You know, you're not trying to, you know, poke a hole in your eyeball. You're just trying to put some shadow on it. And you don't need the pressure. Plus, what I always say, don't pull the skin. So the light, you know, light strokes, not heavy, we're gonna drag and damage that skin. So you could stop right there. Put your mascara on, good to go, you're done. One thing I like to do, I like to add a little bit of shimmer. This is so silly. I don't know why I'm even telling this story, but when I was younger, a lot younger, probably in my teens, I don't even like Madonna. I'm not mentioning Madonna because I like her. But I did go through that MTV stage where all you did all day long was watch music videos. Madonna had a certain video. I don't even remember which one it was, okay? It's been that long ago. But her eyeshadow was on point. It was bomb.com, as I like to always say. And it was basically this taupe color and a white or an off-white shimmer color on her lid. And I don't know what it was about that combination, but it just always appealed to me. And it's funny because I feel like it's just been here recently that I have actually even discovered this combo, and it brought me back to my childhood. Not childhood, but early adulthood, late teenagehood days. And I'm just all about it. So that's just me being silly. Okay. Then I get a flat brush. It's just any flat brush. This is my favorite flat brush. I have lots of them. You know, they're easy to find. But I dip this in water. You could actually use setting spray if you would prefer. I just use water because, well, water's cheaper. I dip it in water, just a little bit. And I dip into that shimmer shade, Gala. And then I just put it on my lid. The top of my lid. And I put it all the way over here. Normally, I only do half, I'm going to say half moon. Like if I'm going for a certain look, like I'll start real dark and work my way ombre to a light shimmer. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to do that here. I'm just trying to do a real quick, everyday, little extra oomph to my day. Sometimes, because like when I look down and then look up, because I have a little bit of hooded eyes, there will be some shimmer that comes up here, and I use that as a guide of where to put my brush, and then I just fill it in. I'm not like, I don't go real dark with it because I still want that taupe color to stand out. So there you go. I try not to do a lot of dipping in the water, like one time per eye. That seems to get what I'm trying to achieve without putting too much water in the product or, you know, just making a big mess out of everything. So once again, like I said, I kind of look down and let that transfer from my bottom lid work as a guide. Man, I stumbled over that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Moving on. There we go. So that's pretty much it. Now, if you wanted to make this look even transition into like a nighttime look or more fancy look, you could grab an angle brush or even like just the square brush. This is what I use to line it's a line brush. Difficulties here. I hear my husband. anyways, you could use that to go in with a darker color, say this color right here, okay? And you could line your upper lid or your bottom. Depending on the look you're going for, you could just go straight in. Or if you want it to be a darker line, you could dip into that water and then go in and stamp. And then it gives you more of a, instead of like a shadowy look, it actually gives you an eyeliner look. So it's your choice, whatever you want. Just giving you some options on how you could take one look and really have several different, one shadow and have several different looks. Yeah. Another thing, if you wanted to wing it, you could do a wing. That would be pretty. I'm not going to do that, but you could do that. Or, just, you know, like play with it. You could do so many with literally 3 colors. Your taupe, which is your transition shade. Your gallo, you know, being just your lid shade. And you could use any shimmer. Or even if you like matte and not shimmer, use a matte, a light matte color. You could do that. You can just have fun with it, you know. But look at like this one. All I did was come up a little bit on, see? I just came up a little bit on the lid and darkened that with this little brush. And look at the difference in the eye look. This one really raised it up. I mean, it's just some suggestions on what might be fun. And sometimes you might not get the look that you're like really wanting to go for, but maybe you create one that you like. So that would be just having fun with your makeup. And I know a lot of people are in a hurry these days and they're like, look, I just want it to look great. I don't want to play with it. Let's see. I just want to make sure that they look kind of even before we move on. Okay. Now, what I do, not what you have to do. I like, well, I don't always do this because sometimes like this alone is what I'm looking for. But options, I'm trying to give you options today. Once again, that same look, you can come and put it right by your water line and your lash line. I mean, I guess you could put it on your water line if you wanted to. I don't like doing that because honestly, I have such dry eyes. I try to avoid anything on my water line. But if you wanted to do that, you certainly could. So we just make some, and all with shadow. Didn't need any kind of liner, just shadow. And the neat thing about doing that is any shadow you pick can now become your liner, you know. Okay, going in with the pencil brush. You could do a big fluffy brush. It really doesn't matter what this is. I just have them all sitting here, so I'm grabbing it. And I'm just going to smooth that line out where we don't have any harshness going on. It's more just blended. And it helps to just kind of give it a softer look. Okay. Taking that flat brush right back, and I'm going to go right here in the corner of my eye and put a little bit of that Gala on there. And then drag it just a little bit to connect to the rest of my under eye. So, ow. So once all of this you get in the hang of all of this, it literally, I mean, this is like the quickest part of my makeup routine. I've slowed it down just to talk to you about it and all. Okay, and now let's put some mascara on. I have really started digging Thrive. When my sister first gave it to me, y'all, my sisters give me a ton of makeup. My sisters and my nieces, they're awesome. They know I love makeup, so for every occasion that you get a gift, I get makeup. Well, anyways, I digress. My sister's like, oh, this is the best mascara I've ever found. And I love Benefit, Bad Gal Bang. Love it. Love it. So I was like, well, I already like my mascara. But anyways, because it's my sister, I was like, thank you. I'm so excited. Well, and I was excited because I love trying new products. So she gave it to me. And I was like, but I always mix or layer mascaras, like different mascaras. And I was like, okay. Well, she was 100% correct once I stopped layering it. Layering it. I think my husband turned on the TV, but wow, that was a little random. Okay. Now, I set my eyeshadows and my brows with just a little bit of the powder, so that's what I'm doing. And then I use the rest of it to kind of help tackle the oil in my face, on the rest of my face. I don't need a lot, so that little bit will help everything. And we're just blending that powder, making sure we didn't leave anywhere crazy. Okay, but anyways, once I started just using this by itself, I'm like, oh, this is some good stuff, man. All right, here we go. And I like the applicator because I can get up there close to my lid and get those lashes. So I'm going to put a little bit right there and let it kind of sit and dry while I move on to my other lashes. I am so messy with mascara. It frustrates me so much. I mean, I know I can clean it off and it's not going to be a big deal, but it just aggravates me. It's like when somebody can develop a mascara that isn't messy, I would be very interested in that product. Just saying. Okay. I don't normally dip in twice, but whatever. I think that, you know, you can to get more fuller lashes. But once I like coat them, then I just go back over and blink at the end. Blink my lashes, just like the tips of them, into that mascara. And it, like, really, I see a difference. Do you see a difference? Okay, and then put a little bit on the bottom. So if you're not into like a lot of foundation, if you like to just let your natural skin shine, Saint has come out with Demi. It's been about a year, maybe two, that they came out with Demi, but it is an awesome product. If I can open it. Not. It's an awesome makeup line. This is makeup. This is foundation. What it does is it follows the whole color theory where certain colors cancel out other colors. For example, red will cancel out green. So if you have a red pimple or something, you apply green over it, and you should know this by color correction, things that have been out for years. But if you put green over that, that will cancel out that color. Just like purple and yellow, they cancel out each other. You can really target distractions on your face, whether it's a pimple or if you have rosacea or anything like that. You can pinpoint the main distractions, and it is amazing how gorgeous your skin will begin to look. They began this palette originally, and they have scaled it back. They don't use all of this. So if you were to go onto my website to purchase colors, you're not going to find all of this, because I guess, you know, you have to work your process and you find what works and what doesn't. But what they do have and what they've got up on the website is amazing stuff. They have all these neat brushes that go with it that you can purchase. They're all dual-ended, so it's like getting 2 brushes in one. Anyways, if you're into that and you want to try it, it's phenomenal. But let me warn you, if you do want to get it, it takes time and practice, because a color on your skin is so much different than a color on white. So a purple that is on a white background is going to look so much different than what a purple on your skin tone and color look. So, you know, I would just recommend having some patience with yourself, because there is a major learning curve, but it is beautiful. And once you apply it, and once you get the correct color, because you don't apply it and blend it, all you literally do is, see how little this brush is? Probably not, because there's not a dark spot on me. Okay, see how tiny that is? You literally, that's what you do. Now, you may have to do several different times. I don't know why I'm jumping, maybe to emphasis, but the awesome thing about it is once you get it correctly put on and stuff, you don't have to wear powder or get the correct color on. Then it lasts and looks amazing. And looks amazing. And I always forget this one step. I don't know why I am always such a forgetful goose. Okay. I'm going to go in with the gold color just because I'm kind of rocking that gold color vibe today. Putting a little bit here, and a little bit there. And there, and there, and there. Rocking it on the nose. And the lip. Like, hello. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Now I can go in with my lip and cheek. So the difference between like Demi and Saint's original line is this is going to cover the entire face. You're going to put all your makeup wherever you have a face. Demi, you only put color where you need it. You only correct where you need it. So, it's just some different concepts, but I'm telling you, the look is stunning. So if you're a type of person who you're like, you know, I just occasionally have a pimple or I have a sun spot or something that really bugs me. But other than that, I love the look of my skin. This product is for you. And once you get your colors, the color actually correcting steps down. 2 seconds and you are done and out the door and ready to go face the world, looking flawless. One more thing and then we're done. Just a little bit of setting spray on my sponge to help melt everything together and blend it together. And bam, just like that, we're done. I'm gonna clean up my eyeshadow from the mascara because I always get mascara on my lids, but just the spoolie will clean it up real fast. Okay, we done. All right, I hope you enjoyed that and I hope it was helpful. And if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.